Hello, this is Vara.
Are you sure?
I
I think
think I am.
Roxy.
I'm. That could be Roxy. Could be.
Hmm.
But we're gonna find out. But you've been listening to the VCR show, or you are listening to the VCR show. I need to stop that habit. But you're listening to VCR. And see, like I
Welcome.
get confused. I get confused. That I'll say weird things. I think we all kind of do that. But apparently, there are a bunch of people out there who get confused as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
and one of their confusion points is me and Roxy. So I'm
yeah.
going we're going to deal with a little interesting bit of confusion in today's show. And that is, well, first off, let Roxy explain how this is about to how this came to be. Roxy, what was it? We're getting ready to go to Lights on the Heights, and I believe you two were telling your friend about us going to do this. Just enthrall our listeners with that.
my friend Lauren, I forgot what we were talking about. I think we were trying to make plans to go to dinner or something. I don't remember. And she asked me what I was doing. And I told her that, no, I think we were going to see Thanksgiving,
Hmm.
I think is what it was. And I said, we're going to see Thanksgiving and, we're probably going to get something to eat before or after. I'm not sure. And then she goes, with who? And I told her I'm going with Vara. And she was like, oh, your boyfriend that you don't realize is your boyfriend? And I was like, girl, shut the hell up. No.
So, but that's not the only time where that has happened.
No, it's definitely not.
I have a friend named well, Cedric. Cedric's been on the show before a couple times, and he one day was like, "So, what's up with Roxy?" I was like, "Well, she's fine." He was like, "No, not what's up with her." I mean, like, "What's up with you and her?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, are you trying to get with that? I mean, what's happening?" And I was like, "No, no, I'm not trying."
No,
So
absolutely not.
a lot of people think that again, because of our camaraderie and the way we are on the show, a lot of people do think that either we're together or we're married or something like that.
Something.
Yeah, but we most definitely are not because I know video
Zero
is.
percent.
I mean, yeah, I mean, video should kind of suggest we're in different
Right.
spaces.
We're in different areas.
I mean, this is my house, and she's at her place. We're clearly not living together or things like
Mm-mm.
that. But that's today's show. We get a lot of, you know,
We're
you two are,
debunking this rumor here.
yeah, like you two are together, you two are married, you two are whatever. No, no, we're
No.
not. We're really not. I mean, I get it, but
I
we're
think I
not.
might have even gone, "Ugh."
Wow. Wow. Okay. I won't be holding back any with you today.
I'm just kidding.
uh, so yes, Amara, I know you're there. Even Amara's upset about it. She's like,
Right.
no, I'm not okay with her moving in here.
No, absolutely not.
So yeah, that's kind of a funsy right there. But yeah, so let's go ahead and dive into that. First off, if you can't figure it out, me and Roxy are not together. We're not in a relationship. We're not
Nope.
married.
Mm-mm.
You know, we're not. There's
Definitely not.
definitely not. Even
No.
though her friends think we are, and apparently there's some people on my side who think that we are.
Hmm.
Um, we're not. We're not. I've had.
I, th-
Go ahead.
I think I've been asked as well, like, so are y'all talking? Are y'all like messing around? Like, ew, no, no, we're just friends. We just do a podcast together. We're friends. That's it.
Yeah, and it's interesting. It
And
really
I
is
mean
interesting.
you in the most loving way possible.
Yeah, about that. Anyway, so I get where people can get that stuff from because when we're doing the show, sometimes we bicker like husband and wife type of thing.
Yeah.
She'll definitely tell me things kind of like wife-esque type of stuff. Like we were
Do.
yeah, we were in the car the other day going to go do the lights in the heights, but we're gonna go grab something to eat beforehand. And she's like, "Yeah, you need to trim that beard." And she's like, she's pulling
Yeah.
it, and
He
she's
was
like,
like, "What are
"Yeah,
you
you
talking
need
about?"
to
I was like,
trim that
"This,
up
this
like
right
this.
here.
You need to
You trim
trim
that."
this. You need to trim that back." And I was like, "Okay." Just just randomly stuff like that. Um, you know, when we go to when we go to restaurants or when we go to the movies and things like that, I'm pretty sure that's why people are staring at us because we're like, we have fun together. We really do. I mean, don't get us wrong. We have fun. We
Yeah.
make each other laugh. We enjoy. And I think that's what people see and they're like, "Oh, I want
Right.
that." And I was like, we don't even have that. So,
You're right. You're like, it's friendship. That's what
it's
we
like
have. Like,
we're cool, we're hanging out, we're doing this for a show. Our last outing, but like people are attracted to come and talk to us though too because we're out and enjoying each other. So we when we were out at Lights in the Heights,
oh
we
gosh, yeah.
God, oh my God. So we're out there, Lights in the Heights, and we're trying to film, and we can't. And that's why the partly the show was so short because people, there's this group of people that would not leave us alone, and then it was getting late. But we were at the camp, what we call the gingerbread house, and we're
I
filming, and
love
we're
that house.
yes, it was great, it was beautiful, and we're doing our little banter and everything. And this group of three very drunken people just so drunk. The guy was slurring his words, and
Oh,
he kept
trying to
forgetting.
invite us to go to some bar.
Yes, he was trying to get us to go to a bar, and but he kept telling me his name over and over again. I was like, "Yes, bro, I already get it." And so I was like, "Yeah, I have to get her home. She has to work tomorrow." Like,
Yeah. I just walk away. I'm like, you can stop.
like, no, please don't. Just it was very much like a husband wife scenario where it's like, I need you here, and she's over there, and I'm like, I'm like, I'm like, oh,
Although they're looking at the
fuck.
gingerbread house.
I'm like, and I have to, I really got to get her home. She got to work, you know how it is, like, but no, not getting the backup that I need because she's over there looking at the house with the other two drunken women. How is that going for you, by the way?
Oh God. It was actually okay because I was showing them the little candy lights and how they were made and stuff.
Hmm.
And they were just like, oh my God. But then I think one of them wandered off, and then shortly after the other one wandered off. And I was like, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. And like it left me there with this guy who was just going on and on. I'm like, fuck, Roxy, where are you? So we do have those husband wife kind of scenarios happen.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not, short of that at all. When we went to Bungalow for one of our episodes and an anniversary of the podcast, we do have an anniversary. We celebrate an anniversary. It's not like a husband wife anniversary, girlfriend, but
No, it
we
was a podcast
celebrate. Yeah,
episode.
we celebrate when we've started working together on the podcast, and then she'll pick the most fucking expensive place, and then I pay for it, and then,
Hey, but the food is amazing.
no, not at that spot. It was not.
I actually really liked
I
Bungalow.
I
I
know
liked
you
the
did. I did not care for Bungalow, but she liked it. But again, as you can hear, it sounds very husband wifey, but it's not. But
food.
we were there and we didn't. I didn't like it. She liked it. I was insulted actually when they brought out those plantains. I was like, how are you gonna bring these people all these sides and you're gonna bring us some fucking plantains?
Oh yeah, because
No.
were they out of a lot of stuff?
Hmm. Yeah, they
Yeah,
were. They really were. They even screwed
but
up
it was
our
it was
dessert.
restaurant week, so it was like super busy. So I guess I was being really understanding, and you were just like, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, no, I was definitely not. Definitely not. So there was that. I was like, we could have gone to Perry's or something else, and like,
Harry's.
oh my God. And for the same amount that I paid there, we could have gone to Perry's and just had a great time there too,
Mm.
and eaten for like 3 days off of that pork chop.
Right off that one pork chop.
God, that was so good. But
So
see, we
good.
do have these husband wife type of adventures where we go out to eat, and of course I pay for everything because it's a show expense, so I write it off for the show. So it's not like I'm actually like, I mean, she benefits from it, but it's not like I'm actually
I
treating her.
do.
I get to write it off as a show expense. So we go to places for the show and Houston Restaurant Week and things like that. But I think people really do see us and they see our energy together and they see how we are together and they think, oh, they must be very happy together. And what they don't know is like if we were together, this would be like a Dateline episode, you know?
It would,
you
because I
know.
would murder him.
hmm Not too far behind you. Because yeah, she does. She is so mean to me, people. She is so
No,
mean.
I'm not.
You I have it on video in our
Lies.
Heights
You
video.
said what?
I have it on video in our Heights video. She is telling me to shut the fuck up so I don't ruin her video. I'm like, I'm doing our show video. She's doing her own video. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm,
Fucked up and trying to record.
I'm like, damn it, Roxy.
Because like I kept starting, I like would record and then you would talk, and I was like, damn it. So I had to restart it, and then I'd restart it again. And as soon as I started recording, you'd talk again. I was like, could you shut up for
Shut the
10 seconds?
shut the fuck up. I'm like, damn it, woman. I'm trying to video our show. You're doing your own damn thing.
Oh man.
I was like, what the hell?
But I'm
So,
not mean.
mm, yeah, that wasn't mean at all.
It wasn't. That was really
Uh-uh.
nice.
Oh my God. But yeah, most of our outings are involving restaurants and, fun things like that. So again, I get where people get those impressions. Like when they see us in public,
Mhm.
they're like, oh, so happy and just so not. Yeah. And reasons that, well, okay, so it's not that Roxy isn't delightful. She is delightful, totally love her. She's a wonderful person and gorgeous as gorgeous can be. But I think the truth is, our personalities are so left field, right field, that if we were together, we would probably kill each other. And
More than
so
likely.
let's go ahead and just kind of talk about reasons why we probably kill each other. So Roxy is on a different level than what I am. And like, so let's just say, for sake of argument, we're married, right? So there are certain things that Roxy does that I don't do that like I would be like, you need to go outside with that.
Like what?
Like, well, so as Roxy is not embarrassed to say at all, she is what is that shit called? 420 friendly? Is it
Oh
420?
yes.
It's
Very fortunately.
she's very
Yep.
420 friendly.
Very much.
Yeah, and I don't care if you
Definitely
do
not.
I don't care if you do it. Like, she's stoned for most of our shows anyway. But like I don't care that she does it. It's like, but if we were married and living in the same space, but you need to go outside because I do not want Brutus high on your shit.
You
Brutus,
do want Brutus high. He'll be
no,
chill.
he is fucking chill enough as it is. But like no, I really don't need that. But like she's very 420 friendly. I'm like I'm not. Uh Spiritually we're both in two different
Two
playing
different
fields. We
realms.
would we would never work because I'm very Catholic, and I'm not
You're
saying
very religious, and I'm very not.
yeah, she's very not. And her spirituality is different than my spirituality because like Roxy and you guys know this from some of the shows, she likes crystals and she does it like we'll go to Comic Palooza and she gets mad because there's not enough crystal stores there. You know?
Mhm. I'm like, where are all the damn crystals?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, sweetie. Oh, that's the other reason we get in trouble. We'll say shit like, I don't know, sweetie. Honey, I don't. Hey, hey,
You-
look at this. Like, I think,
you-
like we do shit like that. And then she gets mad at me because she's like, this is why I can't get a guy because people think we're together all the
Yes, like you're walking too close to me. Please step away.
I'm like, whatever.
Oh man.
Like, okay, so at Comic, that reminds me, at Comic Palooza, and then we'll go back to other reasons why we can't be together. At Comic Palooza, what was it? We were there was a booth that was like selling like custom printed panties that you were looking at, like
Oh,
panties
I
and
think.
bras. And
Uh-huh.
there's like some that you're, and
Oh yes.
you're like, what do you think of these? And they're looking at me like, I was like, I'm trying to say, it's kind of your choice, but I was like, I like this,
I
I
was like,
like
aren't these
that.
cute?
And and I was like, I like this one better. And they're looking at us like this is shit like a husband and wife would be doing. This isn't exactly like, oh, we're just friends.
Didn't he even say something along the lines of like, oh, your wife will really likes these or something like that?
Yeah, and
And we looked at it, we're not together.
I'm not paying for this, man. It's not like that. And no,
No.
oh, wait a minute. Oh, I did say something back to him. I was like, um, yeah, it's completely up to her. And he looked at me really weird, like that's a weird thing to say. And I was like,
Right. Like,
yeah,
why
we're
would you say
not.
that for your girlfriend?
Yeah, I was like, we're not like.
We're definitely not.
And one time, I think you almost bit someone's head off. Well, because we were at, what was it? We're at some booth at Comic Palooza. And, they had, like, I don't know that they actually said, oh, your husband, or maybe she said your boyfriend. And you were very quick to be like, we're not together. I was like, damn, just
Yep. I will real fast when they said we're
let
not
the
together.
let
No,
the
we're not.
woman
That's not my
speak,
boyfriend.
She was like all kinds of mad. But after a while, it's just like everyone thinks it, so we don't really
Yeah.
fight it after a little bit.
I'm just like,
But
didn't we said next time we're gonna get those shirts made that say we're not together?
yes,
Not my boyfriend,
not
not
my
my
wife, not my
girlfriend.
husband, we should totally do that. But like other things, like again, going back to spirituality, I'm very Catholic. I'm not like an ultra conservative Catholic or anything like that, but I'm a Catholic, and she's very much her crystals and her
Yeah,
gigantic Ouija board portrait and all this other stuff. And I'm like, no,
absolutely not.
no. Mm-mm. The only way we're gonna cleanse this is with fire. So,
With sage
yes, yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, we have to burn this, and she's like, with
and Palo
sage,
Santo.
we're doing
Sage
sage.
and Palo Santo, baby.
I was like, oh my God, like not exactly the burning I had in mind, but but yeah. So there's that, and God help us, like if we ever had kids, because they'd be so fucked up. They're
Man,
like, I don't know what I am. I don't know if I'm a Catholic or a Crystalist or what I am.
it's a spiritualist jerk.
Spiritualist.
Crystalist. What the fuck?
I don't know. You're all into
I'll
What
punch
do
you
they
through
call
the
people who play
screen.
with crystals all day? What is that called?
Geologist.
I'm a Catholic and she's a geologist, so poor child's all kinds of fucked up. Oh my goodness. So, there's that, but don't get me wrong, I think Roxy would be an amazing wife for somebody. Uh
Something,
or
maybe.
someone or something. I don't know. I mean, there are things that she does that I am curious about, like a lot of times she's cooking during our show before we got into videos, and I was like, oh, what the fuck is that? And she's over there making all these really delicious things and showing it to me. I'm like, I want that. I really want that. And it's like and it's like I'm
That looks
curious. I
delicious.
I want to find out. I want to find out. Can, can she cook as good as that looks?
Ew, I
And
can
maybe she
actually.
can. Maybe she really can throw down that good. Because the presentation's great. I don't know about the flavoring.
The flavor is delicious.
So see, there's things that I do want to know. I want to know how that came out. She clearly can cook. So guys, she can cook. And oh my God, her house, yeah, is pretty clean because I'm going to tell you this. She has some severe OCD. Like, she can't, wrapping paper has to be the same for her.
Yes,
Like,
it does.
it
I was
cannot.
just telling him earlier,
Mm.
like I wrapped up some presents and I ran out of the wrapping paper.
Mm-hmm.
And I just for some reason I decided to go with like a white and gold.
Mm-hmm.
And I ran out of the wrapping paper. And I have other wrapping paper, but it doesn't match. So when we finish here, I'm gonna go shopping to see if I can find some more white and gold, like something in that theme. So it'll like somehow be cohesive.
Right.
Because
So
I don't want to, I can't have a mix match. I don't like it.
no, you see, but her house is
Drives me
really,
nuts.
really clean. Like her, like I've seen, like I know you guys can't see it, but like I've seen her house. It's super clean, and she goes into these deep cleaning modes every now and then. So she can cook, she can
Yeah.
clean. Gorgeous. Just surprised she's not married already. Just not to me. Just definitely not to me.
Definitely that's you.
She came over and experienced my house for the first time. Which I'm definitely not clean in that sense. I have junk
Yeah, I would
everywhere.
murder you because of that. I'd be like,
Yeah,
oh my God.
yeah. I'm a
Why?
typical
Why?
I live by myself kind of guy. So, and I have four dogs. And normally the three dogs would be great. Like if you walked in there when I just had the three, you wouldn't be able to know that they were there. That puppy is just her training
It's
is
that one
going
right there,
so.
that little one.
This one who's decided to be my ride or die today is like piss and shit everywhere. It's like, here are the fucking pads. And she's like
No,
pad adjacent, like near the pad, not on the
like I
pad.
don't want the pad. I want to pee right here on the floor.
Oh, like the fuck. I want to kill you. So yeah, there's shit like that. But she met Brutus
Oh,
for
I
the first
couldn't date
time.
you because every time we got into a conversation, you'd find out some way to throw in, I have a master's. Ugh.
Not true. See, you should be proud that you would be dating someone with a
Oh,
master.
Lord. Like, good for you. I'm proud of you. I really
Thank
am.
you.
But
Thank
shut
you.
up.
That's all I wanted. That's all I ever wanted. But she met Brutus for the first time, and Brutus was very excited about her.
Very.
Yes. She
Wait, is that the one that kept putting his nose up my butt?
that's the only one who kept putting his nose up your butt. That huge, gigantic dog who put his nose entirely up
He
your
would
butt.
not get away from my
He
butt.
was all up in her ass,
I was like, what?
and he was just like all kinds of
Like he was
excited.
trying to get up in
Yeah,
between my legs. I was
he
like, bro,
was
what
super
you
excited
doing?
about Roxy, and the others are just staring, but you
Yeah,
know,
the other ones came and let me pet them. They met me. They were
mhm,
cool, but he was just
he
on.
was like just all up in there. So yeah, Brutus was very excited about meeting Roxy.
Just like every other man I meet.
Every other guy just wants to put their nose in your butt,
All in my butt.
all up in that butt.
Yep.
But I think Roxy can now attest I have a wicked cool liquor collection.
It's all right. It's pretty
I,
cool.
I have a fully stocked bar, basically. All the
I
fun
know, like you're
whiskeys.
like, do you want anything? I was like, no.
I was like, "You sure you can take one?"
Well,
Because
you
I
have like
need.
a lot of whiskeys and tequilas.
I do, and then there's vodkas, but there was gin there too. I don't think you looked hard enough, but there's a couple of
No,
bottles
I
of
didn't
gin
see the
there.
gin. I probably would have
Yes,
took it.
that there's a little purple bottle there. That's gin, and
I
then
didn't
there's
see that. I definitely would have taken that. I would definitely drink some of that.
yeah. I was like, "Are you sure?" And then
I
she's
didn't
like,
see it.
"No." I'm like, "Ha ha ha! You missed the purple bottle of gin."
I would have been like, yoink.
Yeah, and then there's a green bottle of gin in there too. So yeah, I got it. You just weren't looking.
Green gin?
Mhm.
Just not absinthe?
No, it's that Tanqueray or whatever it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 Tanger. I thought you meant like the gin itself was green.
No, 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 no. So yeah, she didn't look hard enough. She was just
I did
over.
see the Tangeray and I was like,
But she didn't see the purple one.
I didn't see that one. I would have drank that one.
But yeah, so yeah, I got quite a bit of this and that there. Um, but yeah, so she came over the first time, and well, we've known each other for a while, and this is the first time she's ever come over to my house. So
Hmm.
again, clearly we're not together.
No.
And I've never been to her place, so
No,
she's one up on me. But like, maybe one day she'll cook something, be like, "Hey, come over," and I'll be like, "Okay,"
probably not.
because I'm a fatty. Mhm. She'll break down one day and be like, "Come over and eat." And I was like, "All right."
Probably not. No.
Just one day, I hold out hope. So, there
Like,
would be
leave all
that.
your know-it-all shit at home. Don't come over here
Mhm.
with that attitude.
Be like, I have a master.
No, look,
So apparently that's another reason Roxy can't be with me is because I have a master's.
Not that you have a master's and you always talk about it.
It's because she hates my master's. She'd never be with a man who has a
Yeah,
master's.
you're slightly arrogant. That's another thing.
I'm slightly arrogant. I'm slightly arrogant. Oh my God, I'm a model.
I don't even bring that up in conversation.
Whatever.
I don't.
Ah.
And mostly because I haven't really shot anything lately. So
Yeah, we don't have to bring it up in conversation, Mrs. We're at Comic Palooza and you're got guys running up to you like, "Oh my God, Roxy!" And I was like, "Roxy, Roxy!" And I was like, "Oh man." And then they
they're
look at me like I'm not supposed to be there. I was like, "This is a fucking show, people.
like, who are you?
Who are you? Get the fuck away. I don't want to fight you." I was like,
I'm
"Wow."
just next time I'm just gonna be like, here, Alfred, hold this.
I'm like, I'm not trying to. I'm just standing here. Why would you need to fight me?
Oh man.
Like, you can have her.
You're like, I'm just standing here, dude.
Like, take her to dinner. It'd be cheaper on me.
For real, right?
Like, because, Roxy has expensive tastes, which is another reason we're not together. Like, I have the cheapest fucking bill I've ever paid for Roxy was was at Saltgrass, and that was
I was just gonna
impromptu.
say saltgrass.
It was like it was less than 100, and I was floored. I was like, "Holy shit, this is less than 100." Because like everything else has been like close to like no joke. So we went to Perry's, and that was like 300. We went to Bungalow, and that was like 300. And then we went to I mean we've gone to a couple play. Oh my God, that Korean place, 300. Uh
Oh man, that place was so good.
yeah, they don't exist
It
anymore.
closed now.
Yeah. So I'm always dropping about 300 when I have to take this. The Grove. Now, I don't think the Grove was that expensive, but it was expensive when we went
Yeah, the
there for
grotto.
Comic
Yeah.
Palooza.
Was it the grotto or the grove? It was the grotto.
Was it the Grotto or Grove? I can't
I thought it
remember.
was the grotto.
It could have been the Grotto, but yeah, that was so. Yeah,
But
definitely.
that one was just really like because it was right there.
Yes, it was literally we did it out of convenience because we are both very hungry at the end of the day.
And I was grouchy.
And the other places were like, "Oh, it's a 45 to an hour minute
I was
wait."
like,
I was like,
no,
"No,
I
no, thank
absolutely
you.
cannot wait
We're
45
just
minutes. I will
gonna go
murder
over here
someone.
and eat." So yeah.
Murder him if
Hmm.
I don't eat now.
Pretty much. So I think, if we ever did lose our minds when we got married, we'd definitely make a Dateline episode somehow.
I'd be on the first 48.
Yeah, oh my God. Oh, what's his name? Keith Morse would be like, and that's when
Right.
she bludgeoned him.
With
But
her cast iron pan.
yes, exactly. That's actually oddly what I was thinking too. Like she'll hit me to death with a cast iron.
I would.
Yeah.
Have you seen those videos where it's like there's two different types of women and they're there with the pan and then one's like flipping it like she's
Mm.
cooking and the other one's like
Wow. Yes, I've seen that. She's swinging it like a bat. Yeah.
swinging it like a bat, like she's practicing hitting somebody. I was like, yeah,
Oh
that was
my
me.
God. That's exactly what she would be like. So even though we are fun together and we do enjoy each other, I think we are fun together and we enjoy each other at that moment. I think if
Right.
we were actually living together,
I no, it would never work.
yeah, I don't think so. I mean, although I am delightful, I just don't think she realizes that.
You are
But I'm
not
super
delightful.
delightful.
You're really fucking
And,
annoying.
it'd be like, how could you not wake up to this every morning?
Oh Lord. Mhm. I do it perfectly well every single day.
And look at how miserable you are.
Oh no, I'm miserable.
You're like, oh God, my life is so empty. So yeah, I totally think, it would be delightful for her. But she,
It was definitely
you
not me at all.
but there's that
I'd
kind of
probably wake up and be like, "Ugh, you again?
I'd be like, oh my God,
Why?"
what the fuck is she ordering on Amazon now?
What is this new package?
Yeah, what is this? What the fuck is this? I'm calling you at work. What the fuck is this package doing at the door? There's several packages coming to the door.
Buckle up, buddy. That's just the first one.
What the fuck is this electric potato peeler? You need to send this back.
Oh man.
Sephora, do you know how expensive Sephora is? I do, I'm paying it. So
My
yeah,
goodness,
fun.
I shop there all the time.
Huh? I,
Yes,
I
I know.
believe it. Oh my God, I believe it. Thank God we didn't pass that one. Thank God we've never had to go to the Target by my house because they opened a Sephora right by there. So like we wouldn't even make it into the Target for whatever we need. She'd be at Sephora.
There's a Sephora right here by Trader Joe's by my house.
Ah, okay. So
I
someone.
saw when they opened it, I was like, oh my God.
Oh God, yeah. So see, the fun things like that, where I rarely ever shop for anything. Like, other than groceries, it's like if I'm going to a store, it's probably because I need dog food or something like that. But I rarely shop in stores anymore. It's like all online. And so being trapped at a Sephora with Roxy is not exactly my idea of a Saturday evening.
That's why I go shopping alone or with my parents.
Yes. Yeah, because her and her bestie can go shopping there, but
I'm gonna drag you one day just to torture you, and then we'll
mm-mm,
record it and do it as a show and be like,
that
"Look at how I torture him."
that's okay because even though I've never like, hey, let's go shopping, we have gone to Comic Palooza where they have a lot of shopping booths, and so that's good enough. I feel that's good enough.
I've already experienced it. I don't need to
Yeah, and
go to the store.
and
It's
if
fine.
you think it's bad at Comic Palooza, can you imagine me and you at Sephora like, oh my God, your wife, don't you think your wife would look so good in this?
Oh God,
I don't
his
know.
wife.
I'll know when I get one. Shit, this one ain't mine.
I don't know. Do you see her somewhere
I'm
here?
like,
I
where
don't
is
see
she?
her.
Is she that one over there? That one looks pretty good.
Can you hook me up?
Yeah, like I'll take that. Wrap that, please.
Oh man.
Can you imagine how fucking confused they would be? You're
Oh
like,
my
oh,
God. They'd be like, hold on, wait.
that one?
Okay.
I like that one. Oh no, that makeup palette looks expensive. Never mind. Keep shopping.
I'm actually gonna go to Sephora later today.
I bet you are.
I am.
So what are you gonna get at Sephora today?
I'm gonna look at some perfumes.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, I just went to Ulta a couple of days ago, Sunday. I went
Mm.
Sunday because I needed to buy some shampoo.
I will say, wait a minute, you go to Ulta for shampoo? You can't just fucking go to Target?
No, they don't sell my shampoo at Target.
See, again, another reason why we just get. I don't have to worry about shampoo though. So.
I wanted to get the big bottle of my shampoo, but I was like, I'll wait until next check because I spent a lot of money for a Christmas gift.
Mhm. What?
So I bought the small
Expensive?
bottle.
How expensive is your shampoo?
The regular size like bottle, it's like maybe like this big, that big, whatever. It's like 16, $17, I think. Yeah, and then like the big one is like $45.
Fuck that. No. Okay. Wow. All right. See, another reason
But that's
we're
why I
not.
like to get the big one because it'll last me like a long time. It'll last me like a good month and a half, 2 months.
Oh,
And like I
okay.
have the big bottle of conditioner that'll last me probably through 2 big bottles of shampoo.
I
Like
have a beard wash, so the only thing I really buy from it is like this beard wash, right? And that's lasted me a year. So because I just and that's almost like using it every day.
scrub,
So
scrub,
it's
scrub
like,
right there.
I think there's a big difference in our expense accounts there.
Probably, yeah, I think
You
so.
know. But yeah, that's so that's kind of a thing that you do, I guess. Um, But it's not to say Roxy isn't delightful. She is. She is absolutely wonderful, absolutely delightful. Like I said, someone would love to have her. She
I
got
don't know
she
who,
got
but
enough stalkers to. Oh, and that's another thing. I'm tired of dealing with my own stalkers. I can't deal with mine and hers at the same time. Amara, get off of puppy. So I can't deal with both sets of stalkers at the same time. You just can't.
the guy that's trying to saw me in half all the time.
Yeah, oh my God. Yes, I saw that yesterday and I was like,
What is that?
oh God. Here I am. I'm at the grotto in San Antonio and that she's sending me this thing. I was like, oh God. Now I
I
gotta
was like,
deal with
why is
some
this guy trying to saw me in half all
I
the
was like,
time?
there's now I gotta deal with some guy who's trying to saw her in half. And I'm like, what's going on here? I was like, I just too much fun. So yeah, there's shit like that. But it's not to say we don't we do share interesting parts of our lives together, interesting stories, sometimes when we just need to talk or vent, we do that too. But again, I think there's a big difference between doing that and like, oh my God, let's spend the rest of our lives together,
Yeah. I don't think I could handle a whole day with you, much less my whole life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but if you want to share your thoughts about our, non-existing relationship, you can do so at the VCR Show at gmail.com or our Insta and Twitter at the VCR Show. Check out our YouTube channel, the VCR Show, and our website, thevcrshow.com. And as always, if you'd like to run at Roxy and, see how that could work for you, you can hit her up at her socials, which are
On Facebook at Roxy Perez Curvy Model, on Instagram at Poprox428, and on TikTok at Thepoproxx. And Poprox is spelled Poproxx. Look at the squishy.
And as always, I'm Vara.
And I'm Roxy.
You have been listening to VCR, creative content by Richard Christopher Vara and Roxy Perez. Logo by Richard Christopher Vara with assistance from Annie Ramirez. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can reach us at thevcrshow@gmail.com or our social medias at Instagram and Twitter at the VCR Show. And you can also check out our content at thevcrshow.com. The show's song is Addict by Nefex, instrumental, and you can find them on YouTube Music Library.